Every afternoon, the narrator took his seat in the marquee.
रुक्मणी के साथ भगवान बैठे हैं और सत्संग कर रहे हैं। भगवान रुक्मणी के साथ में बैठ करके सत्संग कर रहे हैं। आगे जाकर के देखा मित्रविंदा के साथ में बैठे भगवान जो है भोजन कर रहे हैं। आगे जाकर के देखा कालिंदी के साथ में जाकर के भगवान जो है तांबुल रक्षण कर रहे हैं। ये तो विधि है, लेकिन शास्त्र का हमारा ठीक है विधि।
On arriving and on departing, the faithful stop and make an offering to the altar, a flower, a fruit, a bag of grain, or perhaps a small banknote.
लेकिन पुण्य क्षेत्रे कृतं पापं वज्रलेपो भविष्यति। कथा में आकर के यज्ञों में आकर के यज्ञों में बैठ करके तीर्थ में जाकर के अगर पाप करोगे महाराज तो क्या बनेगा।
As the days passed, numbers grew until upward of 150 people from the local villages joined to hear stories about God, as they called them.
इस ब्रह्मांड की सृष्टि का क्रम जब प्रारंभ हुआ तो महाराज अब परीक्षित महाराज जी पूछ रहे हैं महाराज, और सुखदेव जी बता रहे हैं कि तीसरी बात आपने जो ये अवतार वाले पूछी कि भगवान अवतार क्यों देते हैं, क्यों देते हैं अवतार। तुम्हारे काल को मार के आऊंगी, ठीक है बहन जाओ। और सबसे पहले महाराज पूतना को भेज दिया गोकुल में, और पूतना ने कहा मैं अब कैसे पता लगाऊंगी कि भैया का।
Every evening, as the session drew to a close, there was an offering of lights known as arti, performed in front of the altar.
ओम जय देवदान प्रचरन्त श्रीकालसानि गंगागम शास्त्र योजने वदन्वारणे स्तुति कथा
Each of the faithful receives a taste of prasad, a blessed food made from sugar, semolina and coconut. Before we knew it, the final day of the week-long event was upon us. The garden was filled with sunshine and the roar of the river below.
क्या क्रम है अब अवतरित होने का।
In the marquee, the narrator spoke for the final time.
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। भक्तों की रक्षा करने के लिए परमात्मा अवतरित होते हैं। धर्म की रक्षा करने के लिए, भक्तों की नहीं है, वो भक्त नहीं है जो राग द्वेष और कपट से भरे हुए, लेकिन जो परमात्मा के असली भक्त है, उनको दर्शन, उनकी रक्षा करने के लिए परमात्मा अवतरित होते हैं।
The mountain god and his brother lead a final procession around the pavilion on their way to the river for one last joyous ritual. Here by the sacred waters, offerings are made amid shouts of victory. The mountain god bows so deeply that his silver crown touches the holy water. Back in the marquee for the final time. The air fills with drumming, horns and chanting. The mountain god starts to rock with great intensity. A young woman on the left falls to the ground in a trance and writhes across the floor towards the palanquin. sees the tray of light offerings from the young Brahmin. Emerging from the trance, she collapses to the ground and melts back into the crowd. Both deities rock back and forward excitedly from side to side and bless the assembled people. Suddenly, a second man, also possessed, races to the throne. He stands with arms trembling and raised. Tossing rice into the air, first he honours the narrator, and then he presses a handful of grains into the sponsor's palm before collapsing to the ground. Mountain gods bless the faithful who are seated on the floor of the marquee. Finally, as the event draws to the close, the brother deities farewell one another, and Kaṇḍār, the younger deity, leaves for home. Now the sacred text borne on the head of the sponsor is accompanied to the gate with one last blare on the bugle as the narrator and the text head for home. Now finally the mountain god himself, his skirts tucked up for the journey, heads back up the mountain towards his village shrine. We've seen something very special here, this rare and wonderful conjunction of the mountain god and the sacred text.